Have you ever wondered about the secrets buried in the sands of time? While knights, castles, and kings dominate our image of the medieval world, there's a hidden side to history that often goes unnoticed. Stories of innovation, intrigue, and incredible resilience that shaped the course of humanity. For instance, did you know that medieval Baghdad was once the center of a scientific revolution, rivaling even modern cities in intellectual achievements? Or that the world's first banks didn't emerge from Europe, but were inspired by medieval trade networks stretching across the Middle East and Asia? These aren't the tales you'll find in most history textbooks, but they're vital to understanding the world we live in today. And then there are the lesser-known figures. Women like Hildegard of Bingen, a visionary nun whose scientific and musical contributions were centuries ahead of her time. Or the mysterious Voynich manuscript, a medieval book so cryptic that it's defied interpretation for over 600 years. What if I told you that the Middle Ages were far more than knights in shining armor? They were a time of hidden wonders and groundbreaking ideas, some of which still influence us today. Curious to know more about the side of history you've never been told? Stick around, because the truth about medieval life is more fascinating and unexpected than you could imagine. Forgotten innovators of the medieval world. When you think of the Middle Ages, images of knights, castles, and religious crusades likely come to mind. But beneath the surface of swords and sagas lies a forgotten world of innovation. The medieval period wasn't just about survival. It was an era where remarkable minds pushed the boundaries of science, technology, and creativity. These innovators, though often overlooked, set the foundation for many advancements we take for granted today. The birth of eyeglasses. Imagine a world where poor eyesight meant a lifetime of blurred existence. In the 13th century, this changed forever. Venetian artisans, inspired by the science of optics, crafted the first eyeglasses. This invention not only transformed daily life, but also revolutionized education and productivity. Suddenly, scholars, scribes, and elderly workers could extend their careers and contribute to society longer. The innovation didn't stop there. Monastic communities meticulously copied ancient texts, combining them with contemporary discoveries to advance the field of optics. These early lenses would eventually pave the way for microscopes and telescopes, tools that unlock the mysteries of both the microcosm and the cosmos. The ingenious engineers. The medieval world saw engineering feats that continue to astound us. Gothic cathedrals, for example, weren't just places of worship. They were marvels of architectural brilliance. Builders employed techniques like pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses to construct structures that reached dizzying heights. These innovations allowed for larger windows, flooding interiors with light, and creating a spiritual experience like no other. But it wasn't all about grandeur. Inventions like the windmill and water mill transformed agriculture, making it possible to process grains and pump water more efficiently. The 12th century saw the development of the horizontal loom, which increased textile production, and the heavy plow, which revolutionized farming in the dense soils of Northern Europe. These innovations sustained growing populations and laid the groundwork for Europe's economic expansion. Pioneers of medicine. While medieval medicine is often dismissed as primitive, the era had its share of groundbreaking medical minds. Islamic physicians like al-Zahrawi, often called the father of surgery, created illustrated surgical manuals that were used for centuries. His detailed descriptions of procedures such as cataract removal and wound suturing became indispensable in both the Islamic world and Europe. In Europe, universities like Salerno in Italy emerged as hubs of medical knowledge. There, texts translated from Arabic and Greek were combined with local practices to improve treatment methods. Herbs and minerals were meticulously studied for their healing properties, and hospitals began to appear in cities, setting the stage for modern healthcare. The printing revolution before Gutenberg. Many credit Johannes Gutenberg with the printing revolution, but few realize that its roots traced back to medieval China and the Islamic world. Block printing and movable type had already been developed centuries earlier. In medieval China, the innovation allowed for the mass production of texts. While in the Islamic world, techniques like papermaking spread knowledge far and wide. When Gutenberg finally introduced the printing press to Europe in the 15th century, he was building on centuries of prior innovation. His contribution wasn't just an invention, it was the culmination of global knowledge converging in the medieval era. Forgotten, but not gone. The innovators of the medieval world may not be household names, but their contributions are all around us. They bridged the gap between ancient wisdom and modern ingenuity, proving that even in the so-called Dark Ages, the light of human creativity burned brightly. These forgotten trailblazers remind us that history is often richer and more complex than it appears. Their legacy is a testament to the resilience and brilliance of the human spirit, even in the most challenging times. Mysteries that still puzzle historians. The medieval era was a time of profound change, cultural exchanges, and incredible achievements, but it also left behind mysteries that continue to baffle historians and researchers to this day. These puzzles, hidden within the annals of history, challenge our understanding of the Middle Ages and keep sparking curiosity across generations. One of the most famous enigmas is the Voynich manuscript, a medieval book filled with strange symbols, illustrations of unknown plants, and what appears to be an undecipherable language. Discovered in the 15th century, this manuscript has stumped cryptographers, linguists, and historians alike. Despite modern AI tools and decades of study, no one has been able to crack its code or explain its purpose. Was it a book of secrets, an elaborate hoax, or the diary of a genius lost to time? Another perplexing mystery is the disappearance of the Norse settlements in Greenland. For nearly 500 years, these Viking communities thrived on the island, farming, trading, and even building churches. But by the 15th century, they had completely vanished. Some theories suggest climate change or economic hardship, while others hint at conflicts with indigenous populations or over-reliance on failing trade routes. Yet no definitive evidence exists to explain their sudden disappearance. Then there's the case of King Arthur and the Round Table, a mix of history, myth, and legend. Was Arthur a real leader who united the Britons against invading Saxons, or was he a fictional creation? Archaeological digs and historical texts provide tantalizing clues, but no conclusive proof of his existence has ever been found. These mysteries remind us that the past is not always clear-cut. For every fact we uncover, countless questions remain unanswered. They are a testament to the complexity of history and the allure of the unknown. As we continue to dig deeper, who knows what secrets might still be waiting to be revealed? As we've explored the hidden gems and mysteries of medieval history, one thing becomes crystal clear. The past is far more complex and fascinating than we often give it credit for. The Middle Ages weren't just a time of knights and castles, as popular culture likes to portray. They were an era of groundbreaking innovation, cultural exchange, and enduring enigmas that still captivate our imaginations today. From the cryptic Voynich manuscript that defies decoding to the disappearance of entire civilizations like the Norse in Greenland, these stories remind us how much of history remains unwritten. Think about it. For every well-documented event, there are countless mysteries, forgotten figures, and untold tales waiting to be rediscovered. Why do these stories matter? Because they're a window into the human experience, our struggles, triumphs, and enduring curiosity. They show us that even in an age without modern technology, people were solving complex problems, pushing boundaries, and leaving legacies that continue to influence our world. The ingenuity behind medieval innovations like architectural marvels and scientific advancements laid the foundation for the world we live in today. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of history's mysteries is the fact that they're still unsolved. They challenge us to keep asking questions, to dig deeper, and to never stop exploring. What if the Voynich manuscript holds secrets that could change how we view the medieval world? What if lost civilizations hold lessons we need in the present day? These questions keep the spirit of discovery alive. So the next time you think of the Middle Ages, remember it wasn't just about knights and kingdoms. It was a time of profound transformation, innovation, and intrigue. A reminder that history is never truly finished. And who knows? Maybe one day, one of these mysteries will be solved, offering a glimpse into the past that could change everything we thought we knew. What's your take? Are there medieval mysteries that intrigue you the most? Or do you have your theories? Let's keep the conversation going, because history, just like these stories, is always worth exploring.